Hello students, CN board. In the previous class, we discussed about rational, irrational problems completely. 5 problems are over. Now this is the 6th problem here. Like this, totally 3 problems are in the reader. Now you just see on the board. Prove that root 2 is an irrational number. Here root 2 is given. That root 2 is an irrational number that we have to prove. Like this, totally 2 more problems are there. This is root 2, the next one is root 3, the next one is root 5. If you know this one, how to solve, how to prove, then root 3 and root 5 are very easy to do the sums. So concentrate on the board. Before starting this problem, I'll explain you 2 concepts here that are most important for solving this problem. ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने के लिए 2 कॉन्सेप्ट्स की ज़रूरत पड़ती है अपने को. पहला कॉन्सेप्ट, ओके, बोर्ड पे कॉन्सेंट्रेट करिए. फर्स्ट वी हैव टू टेक 2 प्राइम नंबर्स. So basically, what is prime number? Which number is called prime number? Prime number. Prime number. Which number is called prime number? I am taking examples here, okay? The first example is 2. The next example is 3. The next example is 5. 2, 3, 5 are called prime numbers. Why these numbers are called prime numbers? What is the basic formula? Means this number having only 2 factors. Those are 1 and itself. 2 comes in 1 table and 2 comes in 2 table. 1 2s are 2, 2 1s are 2. So this 1 comma 2 are the factors of 2. So the meaning of prime number is what here now? Any number having 2 factors and those are 1 and itself, then the number is called a prime number. Similarly, you see the next one. 3 is the number here. For 3, 1 is the one factor and 3 is the second factor. Other than these 2 factors, there is no other factors. Similarly, about 5, 1 is the factor, 5 is the factor. अब यहाँ पे 2 के 2 फैक्टर्स आ रहे, 3 के 2 फैक्टर्स आ रहे, 5 के 2 फैक्टर्स आ रहे. इसके अलावा कौन से भी नंबर को तीसरा फैक्टर नहीं रहता. लाइक दैट नंबर्स, ऐसे नंबर्स को प्राइम नंबर्स बोलते हैं. ओके, ये प्राइम नंबर समझ में आ गया. ओके, नाउ इफ यू सी दीज 2 नंबर्स, ये दोनों नंबर्स को देखो आप. 2 इज ए प्राइम नंबर, 3 इज ए प्राइम नंबर. सिर्फ 2 होना है अपने को. ये दोनों नंबर्स में कॉमन फैक्टर कौन है? कॉमन मतलब वो नंबर इसमें भी रहना, इसमें भी रहना. सी हियर 1 1. तो अब मैं यहाँ पे क्या लिखना? 1 is the common factor of 2 and 3. 1 is the common factor of 2 and 3. For any 2 prime numbers, आप कौन से भी 2 prime numbers ले लो, any 2 prime numbers. अब now you see these 2 numbers 3, 5. अगर आप 3, 5 ले लिए तो again you will get 1 is the common factor. तो हम पे यहाँ पे एक formula बनता. For 2 prime numbers, for any 2 numbers, not prime, okay? For any 2 numbers, if 1 is the common factor, then the numbers are called what? Prime numbers. अपन reverse order में जा रहे. See, prime numbers having 1 is the common factor. ऐसा चले. अब इधर से इधर आएंगे. 1 is the common factor of 2 and 3. Then what these 2, 3 are called which numbers? Again, 1 is the common factor of 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 का common factor है तो 2, 3 कौन से नंबर्स है? 2, 3 प्राइम नंबर्स है. राइट? ओके, समझ में आ गया. इफ आई सेड 2 is the common factor of any 2 numbers. मैं यहाँ पे क्या बोल रहा हूँ? फोकस करना. ये मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर्मूला है ये प्रॉब्लम के लिए. अगर मैं बोला 2 is the common factor कौन से भी नंबर्स हो सकते हैं, एनी टू नंबर्स यू टेक, कौन से भी दो नंबर्स ले लो, वो दोनों नंबर्स के वास्ते टू कॉमन फैक्टर बन रहा, तो क्या मैं वो दो नंबर्स को प्राइम नंबर्स बोल सकता हूँ? नो, दोज आर नॉट प्राइम नंबर्स. Why? Because already we know that only one is the common factor for two prime numbers. Two prime numbers के वास्ते only one common factor है, one के अलावा कौन सा भी common factor बन रहा तो वो numbers prime numbers नहीं होते. This is the first concept. Okay? What is prime number? Any number having two factors, one in itself, is called prime number. What is prime number? Any number having two factors, one in itself, is called prime number. Like that I am taking 2-3 examples here. I am taking two prime numbers at a time. For any two prime numbers, if you see here, one is the common factor. When one is the common factor, those numbers are called prime numbers. Other than one, if any number is common factor, like 2 is the common factor, 3 is the common factor, 4 is the common factor, then those numbers are not a prime numbers. Got it? Right. First concept is over. Now see the second concept. Second concept you see now. The second one is, I am taking one example here. I am taking one number 10. How to write 10 as a product of two numbers? So that is very easy, you know already. 2 into 5. 2 into 5. 10 is equal to 2 into 5. Everyone knows this. Here, what is the relation between this 10 and 2 into 5? Now see concentrately. Here for 10, this 2, 5 are called factors. One second here. Here for 10, what is 2? 2 is the, from 2 to 10 I am telling here, 2 is the factor of 10. 5 is the factor of 10. Direction is most important. From 2 to 10 we are writing the relation here. 2 is the factor of 10 because 10 is equal to 2 into 5. From 10 only we are getting these two numbers 2 into 5. 10 कुछ अपन 2 into 5 बल के लिखे तो ये 2 क्या होता 10 का फैक्टर बनता. सिमिलरली 5 ही 10 का फैक्टर बनता. अगर और एक एग्जाम्पल ले लिया 15, दैट कैन बी रिटन एज 3 into 5. उसको 3 into 5 बल के लिख सकते हैं. अब आप बोल सकते हैं 3 is the factor of 15, 5 is the factor of 15. ये रिलेशन तो समझ में आ गया. अब रिवर्स रिलेशन सी हियर, लाइक 10 is equal to 2 into 5. अब इधर से इधर ऐसा बताना. 10 is divisible by 2. इन फैक्टर बन रहा तो इन्हें डिविजिबल होता. 10 is divisible by 2. 10 is divisible by 5. 15 I am taking. Okay, 3 into 5. Now from 15 to 3. 15 is divisible by 3. 15 is divisible by 5. Got it all of you? From RHS to LHS the relation is different. From LHS to RHS the relation is different. Here 2 and 5 are the factors of 10. From this side 10 is divisible by 2 and 5. This is the concept. Okay. Now come to the problem. We will start the problem here. What is given? Prove that root 2 is an irrational number. Root 2 को irrational number बोल के prove करना. Already we know what is rational and what is irrational. Rational means a number which is in the form of p by q. Irrational means a number which is in the form of a root. कौन सा भी नंबर अगर रूट में दिख रहा irrational, without root दिख रहा then that is called what? Rational. Now here already root is there. Already problem में root दिख रहा. अपने को भी मालूम है irrational है. जैसा 5 problems अपन प्रूव करें यहाँ पे भी सेम केस है. Contradiction method में इसको प्रूव करना. Okay? See in the board. given solution. Given number is root 2. Again we are assuming. Assume that root 2 is a rational number. What we are assuming here, root 2 is a rational number. root 2 को अपन contradiction method में opposite में root 2 को rational बोल के ले रहे हैं अपन यहाँ पे. कौन सा भी नंबर रेशनल हो रहा तो इरेशनल नहीं होता, इरेशनल हो रहा तो रेशनल नहीं होता. तो अपन यहाँ पे एज्यूम करें, क्या बोल के रूट 2 को रेशनल बोल के एज्यूम करें. नाउ यू नो व्हाट इज रेशनल नंबर फॉर्मूला. लेट root 2 is equal to rational number form is p by q, where q is not equal to 0. Already you know why we are taking q not equal to 0. If I take q is equal to 0, what happened? In the denominator the value will become 0. The total one is indeterminate form, that is called infinite. So we should not take 0 in the denominator. 0 कभी भी denominator में नहीं लेना. Okay. Squaring on both sides. Root 2 whole square is equal to p by q whole square. Square root cancel. 2 is equal to p square by q square. Do cross multiplication, take q square this side. You will get 2q square is equal to p square. Just interchange the values, then that is p square is equal to 2 into q square. This is like 10 is equal to 2 into 5, isn't it? Now tell me, 2 is the factor of 10, correct or not? 2 is the factor of 10. Similarly 5 is the factor of 10. Now tell me, according to this example, what I have to write here? 2 is the factor of this p square. 2 is the factor of p square. One formula is there. When 2 is the factor of p square, at the same time 2 is the factor of p. This is a formula here. Now we got 2 is the factor of p. 2 is the factor of p. बोल के आया. अब when 2 is the factor of p, how to take p? Let p is equal to 2 into k. एक नया नंबर लिया मैं यहाँ पे k बोल के. यहाँ पे भी आप गौर से देखो, ये सेंटेंस को देखते हुए ये इक्वेशन बनाया. 2 is, क्या लिखा हुआ यहाँ पे? 2 is the factor of p बोल के है. देखो 2 is the factor of p. 10 is equal to 2 into 5 में 2 के साथ एक नंबर था ना सर, इसलिए अपन क्या कर रहे हैं, हमेशा सिंगल नंबर नहीं लिया सर का, कौन सा तो भी एक नया नंबर. 2 into k I am taking. Okay, this is where it is this one. This is take it as equation 1. Now p is equal to 2k. ये p वैल्यू इक्वेशन 1 में सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे. सब्स्टिट्यूट p वैल्यू in equation 2. If I substitute p value, what happens? See here. In place of p, I am writing 2k, right? 2k whole square is equal to 2 into q square. 2 into q square. This square is applicable for both the numbers. When it is 2 square, answer is 4 into it is k square is equal to 2 into q square. This 2 here cancel 2 times. So what I got here? 2k square. k square is equal to what? P square. 2k square is equal to P square. Just interchange the values. Q square is equal to 2k square. See, you are getting the same relation. When it is like this, you are writing 2 is the factor of p square. जब ये equation ऐसा था, अपन क्या लिखे? 2 is the factor of p square. अब यहाँ बोलो 2 is the factor of q square. 2 is the factor of q square. Then automatically 2 is the factor of q. अब आप बोलो 2 is the factor of p, 2 is the factor of q. p का एक फैक्टर 2 है, q का एक फैक्टर 2 है, तो ये दोनों को मिला के कॉमन हो जा रहा है। तो 2 is the common factor of p comma q. 2 is the common factor of p comma q. अब भी अपन एक फॉर्मूला पढ़े, if other than 1 any number is common factor then those are not a prime numbers. See here, अगर 1 common factor बन रहा तो वो prime numbers बनते, मगर यहाँ कौन सा नंबर बन रहा? 2 common factor बन रहा. then p comma q are which numbers? p comma q are not prime numbers. p comma q are not prime numbers. ये रॉन्ग है, कहीं को बोले तो यहाँ पे अपन p by q को यहाँ पे लिख लेंगे. p comma कौन से नंबर्स है? p comma q are prime numbers. अपन प्राइम नंबर्स बोल के स्टार्ट करें, मगर लास्ट में अपने का आंसर क्या आ रहा? p comma q are not a prime numbers. It is contradiction. Which is contradiction? Which is contradiction? Our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. What is our assumption? You tell me. Root 2 is a rational number. Root 2. Now root 2 is not a rational number. Then what it is, dear? When it is not a rational number, root 2 is an irrational number. So problem is completed. If I take in place of root 2, if I am taking in place of 2, 3, then what will happen? You see here, in this place you will get 3, where it is, see, 3, 3, right? Here when you do the squaring on both sides, where it is, yeah, it is this one here, exactly. So in the place of 2 you are getting 3, where you wrote 2, in that place you are getting 3. Similarly root 5. 2 more examples, 2 more problems are there. I am writing on the board. 2 more problems. So one is root 3, one is root 5. Root 2, root 3, root 5. These 3 are important for common examination. Thank you all. See you in the next video.